Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Angela Loa, and of course this is True Talk with Angela. So today we'll be talking about journaling. So to make it less complicated, journaling is simply writing down your thoughts and feelings so that you can understand them more clearly. One of the very important ways to love and understand ourselves better is journaling. I love to journal so much. I used to journal since I was a very young girl, even when I didn't understand what journaling was. The only thing was that I was very careless about it. I could journal inside every book I have. Every book I lay my hands on, I have to write something about myself in there. I have to write something I'm going through in there. I loved journaling a lot because it made me understand what makes me happy, what tickles me, what makes me sad, what makes me so hyper. Like while I'm writing, I'm able to understand those emotions. If you are interested in starting journaling, or you've started and you really don't understand the process and how to go about it, you are watching the right video. Stay with me. So the most important thing to do while journaling is do it. A lot of us get to overthink this thing, oh okay, I want to journal, I need to be this. There are no rules to journaling. Although sometimes we get to make some minor mistakes in journaling, but I just feel everybody has their own style to journal. So one thing you will do is to discover your own style, your originality, who you really are. Be original, be organic. Don't try to be like anybody. I know we go online when we want to start this journaling process. We go online and we see a whole lot of videos about people. The thing is, there are different forms and types of journaling, and different types of journaling works for different people. You get to see some journals and you just discover some people are just so artistic with their journal. It's not because that's the way journaling should be done, it's because they are very artistic people and that is the only way they know how to express themselves. Some people are poetic with their journal. You see them writing poems and poems and poems, and you wonder, okay, is this the right way to journal? People like me, what I do is just flow with my thought process. So what do you need to journal? You need a journal and a pen. Literally for me, that's all I need. Okay, some people need a ruler, some people need stickers, some people need color pencils, markers, and a whole lot of things. But for me, I just do a journal and a pen because I am not the type to go all artistic with my journaling, and I'm not the type to start drawing lines and drawing diagrams in my journal. Definitely not. I journal in different ways. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I journal like early in the morning when my head is still very fresh. I just sit down on my study table and it's always beautiful. And sometimes at night, oh my god, probably it's been a long day. The second thing is set your intentions. Like know why you are journaling. Understand yourself. Through journaling, it is you and yourself. You don't have to be perfect while journaling. Pour yourself into your journal. This is just you talking to your book. Consider your book a friend. Like for me, I love to give my journal names. I'm not being unrealistic. I'm an introvert. And if you're an introvert like me, I think this should be a very good way for you to express yourself and reflect on yourself, especially after outing. So the only way I get charged up is being by myself. So when I'm by myself, instead of thinking so much and there's a whole lot of things going through my head and it feels like my head wanna burst, I just write it down. Like you're never gonna regret anything while you journal. It's just going to be you and your book, you and your Lily. If you decide to give your journal a name, you can give it Lily. I'm not that cute. I'm not a cute person, so don't even like think I'm so cute. Oh no, that's the third point. There are no rules to journaling. I think I said this earlier, but I'm saying it again. Take the pressure off yourself. Don't think you have to do your journaling exactly the way you saw somebody else did theirs. Like, understand yourself. Nobody's reading your journal. You're not submitting it. You don't have to have the best handwriting in your journal. You can cancel. It doesn't have to be all neat. Write about all the things you feel like writing about. If you don't want to write about it, it's fine. You don't have to stay in your journal for so long and start thinking, oh, I want to put down every single details of everything that happened to me, and you just exhaust yourself. Don't exhaust yourself in the place of journaling. You will get tired of it. And two, you don't have to make it every day. I don't know if this works for everyone, but for me, journaling is not every day. Of course, I have very eventful period in my life that every single day is journaling back to back, because a lot of things are just happening. I need to get them out of my head. So I see me journal every day during that period. And there are periods in my life that are just silent periods. Very silent period. Even when I open my journal, I can just write like a word or a sentence or a Bible verse or something, and I'm done for the day. Like this period, I just feel so light, and I feel like that is always the aftermath of when I journal for so long. Just gets to a period where I understand everything going on with me. When I wake up every morning, I wake up with plans. I write down my plans for the day, and I just have everything figured out. And I think that's an advantage of journaling for a while. It just makes me have everything figured out for a period of time, and I don't see myself overthinking things. I see myself taking bold steps without even thinking twice, like believing in myself, knowing that I can do it, understanding what I need to do. The fourth point, I would say, find a perfect journal. Find a perfect book. Trust me, I have a whole lot of journals, from the ugly to the beautiful, to the old to the new, to the small to the big. And over time, I've bought different kind of journals that I've just come to understand the type of journals that work for me. Personally, I'm not someone who writes a whole lot. So when I get a very big journal and after a very long time, I still realize, oh, I'm still using this thing, I get irritated. Like, I need something new already. Like, seriously, I once my journal starts getting dirty and ugly, I don't want to use it anymore, because I want something attractive. I want something that will always welcome me to write. Like, come on, write, come on, write, come on, write. If I have an ugly journal, I won't be interested in writing like that because it's ugly. I don't know if that works for you, but seriously, I love journals that are so cute. So when I understood that, I started buying really medium journal. It doesn't have to be like so big, just something petite, something cute, and something I know that, okay, I'm just going to have to use this for a short period of time. And please, I would advise that buy journals that you can afford over and over again. Like, you don't have to go for very expensive journals or something. If you can afford it, fine, but I would like you to buy something that you'll be so scared to write on, something you can freely express yourself on without being scared of how much you bought it or how much you're going to get it next time, because you might just find yourself managing the space if it's really expensive, because you just feel like, do you know the amount I bought this thing? No, it must not finish on time. For me, I love journals that can open easily and just like stay that way. I don't like journals that bounce back. Let me give you an example. So these are two of my journals. Yeah, blue. Yeah, blue is one of my best colors. This is my favorite journal right now. Like, when I open this journal, see the way it stays. Do you see? Like, it's staying. Like, if I use force for this, like if I lay it, it's going to stay too. You see the way it's staying perfectly. When I open, I can easily write. Let's compare to this. See, I've not even opened it. It keeps, do you see? It keeps flying back. Like, it can't stay. It can't stay. Like, just imagine. So when I'm writing, I have to use one hand to hold this side, another hand to write. If I mistakenly leave this side, it's going to close up on my hand. I don't like it. I don't like when something is inconveniencing me. Another thing is spiral. This is even very preferable because the spirals are not so big. You get some journals that have very big spirals. So I can't comfortably write when I get to this part of the book. It's not comfortable for me to write anymore. It's like my hand is resting on it. This spiral is even soft and, you know, flexible. There are some spirals that are very hard. Like, so please, when you want to get your journals, watch out for those things. Another thing is, journal can be in two ways. Journal can be digital or written. Yeah, like some people type really fast. They type faster than they even write with pen. So people like that would prefer to do the digital kind of journaling. And when it comes to advantage and disadvantages, Digital is actually easily accessible than the written kind of journal. Like you can just access your journal on your journaling app on your phone or anything, and when you're searching for something you can just easily write the word and just search for it. If you're going to be writing in a book like me, you need to be able to differentiate the days, like put dates. Like this particular journal, let me open a free space, empty page, so read my journal. So this particular journal has dates. It has the option for dates, weather, conditions. So you can write the date, the day, the month, and everything. So for me, it's easier. When I want to read something, I just kind of remember the period I wrote it, and somehow I can figure that out through the dates, and I can get what I was searching for. But when it's digital, it's easier. If you're searching for maybe the name of somebody you met, maybe Esther. You can just type in Esther, and it's going to bring out every single journal or notes you have about Esther. So it makes it a lot easier, but I'm not that person that really likes to type too. So now let me give you 4 different types of journaling that I do. 1, brain dumping. Oh my god, that's literally me ranting. That's me pouring everything in my brain down into the book, and that thing is therapeutic, and I'm not even joking. It's therapy for me. Some things happen in your life and they tell you, oh, you need closure, oh, you need to seek closure, you need to talk to the person, you need to see the person and say this. Nah, not when I have a journal. I'm gonna sit down my journal, write every damn closure I need to have inside my journal, and that is off, and the matter is off my mind. 2, the bullet journaling. Okay, I think I spoke about that earlier. That has to do my work and office and school. That's inside another journal. But let me talk about that again. And the 3rd one is unsent letter. That's a very cute way to journal too. Unsent letter. Most times I write letter to God, letter to myself, letter to my friends. I never send them. Remember, they are unsent letters. Maybe a friend that I've left, letter to my ex. I do that. The letter, it never gets to them, but like I said, it gives me closure. And sometimes letter to the ones we've lost, to that on our journey. The 5th kind of journaling, is it 5th or 4th? My god, how did this skip my mind? Okay, the 5th type of journaling I do is 1 sentence. I spoke about that earlier too. 1 sentence journal. Maybe days where I don't have a lot of things going on with me, it does me like putting down like a song. Maybe I heard the song that I think, okay, it really did something to my spirit or something. I just put down the song. It can be a Bible verse, it can be a quote, it can be a book, it can be anything, just like 1 sentence, 2 lines, 1 line. So like I said, your journal doesn't have to be 3 pages. It depends on how you're feeling at that point in time. And lastly, gratitude journal. Okay, somehow that falls into my devotion journal, my prayer journal, but at the same time I still do gratitude journaling in my general journal. Like I just sit down and write things I'm very grateful for. A lot of times when I think I need a whole lot of things, I just sit down and write things I'm grateful for, because when I start listing out those things one by one, I start seeing reasons why I need to be thankful, and how I've gotten things that I once prayed for over time, and this is just another season of me needing something else. And just the same way I got these ones I'm listing out, I will get these ones I want right now. So somehow it just gives me peace. Last point I'm going to give you before I leave is different places I journal. I journal on my bed, my study table. When I go on a date with myself, I take my journal along. Like when you go on a date, just buy something like a drink, just write. You're outside, you're seeing a lot of people. Trust me, the feeling is different when you write outside openly. The feeling is different. The thought process, it's different. So you need to try it sometimes. And the last tip I'll be giving you before I go is don't listen to music while you journal. Like, don't do that, because there's a way music sets your mood. I always say music is a spirit. Yes, there's a way it sets your mood, and your spirit just tunes in to the flow of the song, because sometimes when people are sad, you see them listen to music to lighten up their mood, and it works. Sometimes when people are okay, You just all of a sudden they are playing breakup songs and they become very sad, and so that's what music does to you. And you don't want to lie to yourself while you journal. You want to be real with yourself. You want to know what you are really really feeling, how you are really really feeling, because this is you talking to yourself, so you need to know what's up with yourself. I've really said a lot of things, and but I hope it's really helped you. And if you have any question as well about journaling, please drop it in the comment section. I will attend to it. And this is just to tell you that don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the subscription button and like this video and share with family and friends. And I love you so much. You know that. I always love you, my friend. Have a happy, happy life.